really important that everyone knows who their target market is. If you say, I really target nurses or school teachers because I understand them, they're stressed out, I know how they work, I know their issues, I know their problems, my parents were school teachers or I used to be a school teacher, my passion is helping school teachers, then that is a target audience and you will meet tons of those people via referral. I've got 29,500 LinkedIn followers right now. Absolutely useless.
I also have 13,000.
But what matters are those few that I know and trust, and this allows me to take those that I know and trust out of LinkedIn, put them into your private network, which is connected to CIBN. Now you have your private network, and this is where it gets interesting, because now you can proactively ask for referrals from each other's private networks.
That hot button that you hit that invites 1,000 people at once to an event, we love that feature. And we've been using it here in Calgary, locally, as well as in our online global groups. And it puts butts in seats every week, week after week after week, lead after lead after lead, just coming in from this one part of the tool. It's absolutely amazing. Hello, I'm Carrie George with CIBN TV on YouTube, and you can find us at thecibn.com online. And I'm going to be talking today about a fabulous new tool that we have available for networking at CIBN Connect. And I have with me our special guest, Scott Kundal, all the way from South Africa. It's so awesome that you're here with us. Yay!
Thanks, Kerry. You guys have been amazing. Great Canadians you are. Good people.
Well, you know, we've been building this network online, globally, around the world, in Canada, US, got some great numbers in both those places, and also in other countries, about 13 countries now in total. And we're always looking for great tech, stuff that's going to help people, help our members increase their bottom line revenue. So we're really, really thrilled that we're going to be able to take the My Most Trusted product and white label it for CIBN Connect. So it's now showing up as our own Chrome extension in the Chrome extension store. And it's just so exciting because now we're going to be able to offer this to all of our members in their membership packages.
Absolutely. And I think the most special thing about it is, of course, that CIBN members now get premium for free included in their package. And that's really going to be I just think it's a huge game changer for those people who want to just streamline their connections, but more importantly, their authentic meetings. Because we're sick of having meeting after meeting after meeting, and it doesn't get anywhere. Who should you meet? So if I can give a quick example, when you first join CIBN now, there's hundreds of people, members to choose from. Where do you even start? It's quite intimidating. This will literally be able to tell you who you should meet first and actually help you generate referrals much, much faster.
I love that. It's got a ranking system. So tell us a little bit about the ranking system. How does it work? Like
the Trustometer.
The Trustometer.
The ometer you can trust.
I love it. So tell me, how does it work? Like if I go on there and let's say my target market is I want to meet women, business owners, I want to meet entrepreneurs. Is it going to help me select those people from all the people that we could be meeting on LinkedIn?
Essentially, yes. It's important to know that this isn't a LinkedIn tool. It's I don't want to use the word alternative to LinkedIn because one day when we're big and we grow up, we hope to be an alternative to LinkedIn. It complements LinkedIn and allows just you to do stuff that you can't currently do on LinkedIn. So it's essentially the CIBN family coming together and coming alive. So the answer to your question is yes, but it's really important that everyone knows who their target market is. Because if you say, well, my target market is anyone that's looking to live their true and authentic selves over the next 5 years and be the greatest they can be, that's not a target audience. If you say, I really target nurses or school teachers because I understand them, they're stressed out, I know how they work, I know their issues, I know their problems, my parents were school teachers or I used to be a school teacher, my passion is helping school teachers, then that is a target audience and you will meet tons of those people via referrals. But if you're wishy-washy, airy-fairy, trying to, be everything to anyone, then won't work as well.
Yeah, I've been thinking about this, and for our members, many people are looking to work with those that are in the trades. They're looking for the renovators and the plumbers and, the electricians. Those are easily identified in this forum. So those are great targets. And we do a lot of work at CIBN helping people find what their target is or, get into that zone.
They need that.
Yeah, so if they don't know how to do that, we help them to do that. But the tool works incredibly well, and it also helps get that incredibly difficult connection to come together really quickly.
Yes, so essentially what's happening in the world at the moment, and you may or may not have noticed this, but what is happening in the world right now is it's getting almost impossible to meet with high quality decision makers because they do not respond at all to any kind of advertising message or any type of cold outreach. The only way you meet with decision makers, and this is going to become more and more over the coming months and years, you will not be able to get in front of them unless you are introduced to them personally. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that the people you want to meet are part of CIBN. And this is the important thing. A lot of people say, well, I don't think I want to join this network because my target market isn't in this network. That's where you're missing the point. The people within the CIBN network, they know the people you want to meet. And by becoming friends and forming relationships with them, they will introduce you to the people they want to meet. This tool speeds up that process. So you don't have to wait for 18 months, going to breakfast after breakfast after breakfast, making friends, handing out a business card every day, handing it out, and then going old and grey before someone actually gives you a referral. This allows you to proactively generate a referral.
Absolutely, and I saw that in action just this last week. I had a member reach out to me who's in Canada. He wanted to meet a CPA in the United States. We made that happen immediately because he had a client that needed a CPA in the US. So we were able to actually implement that for him within hours of him making the request.
That's right. It's a secret. The secret is in the family. So when you join a networking group, business club, etc. So when you join a group like CIBN, we still have a limited understanding because the tech hasn't existed right now that there's only a few hundred members only. There's a lot of members, of course, but we're thinking, well, it's just not enough for me or it's not right for me. But when you take those few hundred members and you realize that each of those has got between 30 and 50 trusted connections, not stupid, idiot, moronic, excuse the language, LinkedIn connections that mean nothing, really trusted connections. You take those several hundred people, you multiply that number of 50 by 50, now you've got thousands and thousands of people, and that's how introductions get made. And now we have streamlined that process, so it's much, much easier. So you are only going to meet people via the way of an introduction, and that changes the ball game. You don't irritate people by spamming them.
That's right.
And you don't annoy them by pitching to them. This is just a gentle, high quality introduction that gets you in front of the right person.
That's right. Yeah, I had several high quality connections that come in just in the last week using the tool. And this is my connections that I consider to be high quality are people, for example, who run other business networks and other organizations. And those are not so easy to identify on LinkedIn, but yet I was able to put out the call that this is what I'm looking for, and bam, bam, we got those connections coming in really, really quickly.
Yeah, and it's important, again, these are not Facebook connections or LinkedIn connections that don't really mean anything. They're very shallow, and we call them vanity metrics. I've got 29,500 LinkedIn followers right now. Absolutely useless.
I also
Completely
have 13,000.
But what matters are those few that I know and trust. And this allows me to take those that I know and trust out of LinkedIn, put them into your private network, which is connected to CIBN. Now you have your private network. And this is where it gets interesting, because now you can proactively ask for referrals from each other's private networks.
Yep.
It's important to understand that, and that's the excitement.
Totally. I also really like, there's this other feature on there where we can use it to fill events. That hot button that you hit that invites 1,000 people at once to an event. We love that feature. And we've been using it here in Calgary, locally, as well as in our online global groups. And it puts butts in seats every week after week after week, lead after lead after lead, just coming in from this one part of the tool. It's absolutely amazing. So to know that our members now have access to that and that they can be using it is thrilling.
And that kind of, I want to finish off by saying this because that's really important. So the problem with LinkedIn is I've got 29,000 members, followers, you might have however many. Some people have 20, most people have a few hundred or into the thousands. You make a post on LinkedIn and only a fraction of those people will see it. It irritates me that I help build LinkedIn, we all help build this company.
That's right.
And yet they tell us who cannot see our posts. So when you create your own trusted private network, you can email them through our tool, which is included in the membership, in the premium membership. So if you have a tool, and everybody will get that email. And it's different to just sending it out in your mailing list, because when you send it out as a part of your mailing list, it loses heart and soul and authenticity in many ways. It's very general because a lot of people that don't know you are receiving those emails. When you're sending a private message to all of your trusted connections, you word it differently. It's more heartfelt, it's more soulful. It's all about that warm connection. And that's the difference. So we're basically taking our data back, we're taking our communities back from social media, and we are working with them in an authentic way where there's no spam, no selling, no bots, no automation, and just no crap.
It's amazing. And right now in the world, you did. It's awesome. In the world right now, with what's going on with email marketing, and it's getting harder and harder to land in the inbox of the prospect, even though you legitimately went and got their email connection information, this is a workaround that is tremendous. And we're already using it. I'm thrilled with it. So I'm highly recommending this whole Chrome extension to you. It's amazing. And you can right now go to the Chrome store, and you can actually type in CIBN Connect, and you can right now add this as a Chrome extension to your browser right now. You don't have to wait for anything else. Just go in and do it. It's going to give you some ability to do a few things in there, right?
Yep. Even if you're not a formal CIBN member yet, there's still a bunch. You can create your own private network. You can make introductions to each other. It'll even match you. So in 600 words or characters or less, you type in your target audience. It starts looking through your trusted connections to find them. But once again, if you go in there cold and you don't already have a network or a family, you need to build that, or join CIBN, and because they already have that family set up for you.
Absolutely. We'll even help you work your way through the weeds there and get to the ones that you need immediately, and we'll use the tool to help you to do that. And it's all included in your CIBN membership, so you definitely want to talk about membership with us. So you can go to the CIBN.com to find out more about membership. If you're in cities like Calgary, there is CalgaryBusinessNetwork.com, which is another way that you can find out about membership, and there's forms there to fill out that'll tell you more. So we're looking forward to working with you, and I know you're going to love this tool. You're going to definitely want this as a Chrome extension on your browser today. I'm Carrie George. You can find us at CIBN TV, and Scott Kundle, we're hoping you'll be back soon from South Africa to visit us again.
I will do. We're all about the human business connection. So I just want to thank you. And for those of you who don't know, we had an amazing trip to Banff. Put your hand up if you want that trip there. Hey, yes, of course. It was so amazing, guys. Look. It's like Superman. So you guys live in a beautiful, amazing place. So before I do anything, I just wanted to thank you for your amazing hospitality.
Yes.